Hello, hello, good evening, and happy Thanksgiving to all of my Canadian friends here. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful weekend already, and it will continue. um, Hi, Kathy and Kathy. Welcome, ladies. Please say hello when you join us. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. For those of you just joining for the very first time, my name is Denise Cox, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archerville, Saskatchewan. And today I am here to do two cards with you for our sketch series. We're doing number 13 and 14 tonight. So these ones are going to be super fun. The cards are a little bit more, how do I say? There's just a little bit more to them than what we've been doing recently. So I hope that you're excited to do some stamping on this Sunday evening. Hi, Carol and Joan and Kathy. I've got some of my feathered friends here too. That's so exciting. Hi, Jane, Lynn, Jennifer, Kathy. Welcome, everybody. All right. So we are doing 20 sketches in 20 days series from the mini catalog. We're using all of the sketches found on page 16. We are on day number 13 and 14 already. We're going to do 2 and 1 tonight. So we are like well past halfway and nearing the end of the series. I'd love to know what you guys have thought so far. If you are watching along and you'd like to get the tutorials for all of these 20 projects, the links on how to do that are all in the description of the video. So whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, the link should be there for you. So 3 ways to get them. Number 1, you can pay a $20 purchase price and you'll get access to the library where they're uploaded every day for you. So you'll have 20 tutorials for $20 at the end of the whole series. Number 2, you can join my Bird's Nest Stampers demonstrator team when you purchase your Stampin' Up! Starter kit. Or 3, you can join my Feathered Friends YouTube membership and you get them as well. So I should mention that my Bird's Nest Stampers team, my team of demonstrators, they get like almost all of my tutorials every single month for my classes and my clubs and all the things. So this is just one of the things that they get as well. Okay, so I'm just looking through some more comments. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Paula. Polly says it's chilly in Michigan today in the 60s. So I'm not very good at the conversion, but it is chilly here today too. It is 4 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that converts to, but it is chilly here today as well. In fact, I stayed inside all day today. It was quite chilly out. Hi, Laura. Good evening, everybody. Okay, so tonight's cards are going to be really beautiful Christmas cards. Normally, I like to go to the like cute, the adorable, all the little sweet things, but tonight we're going to play with 2 really, really beautiful products from the mini catalog. So we are going to play with first Light the Year, this bundle. Okay, super beautiful. We're going to use a different color combination for this one as well. And we're going to use, for the second card, we're going to use Shepherd's Care. So very beautiful, very elegant cards we're going to make tonight. Welcome, Tina. Kathy says, I love the first series and I'm loving this as well. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Okay, so I'm going to, as you pop on, if you're catching us live, please say hello, let us know you're here. And if you're catching the replay, say hello too. I love to interact with you after the video's done as well. Hi, Michelle, welcome. Okay, so what else can I tell you guys? Don't forget about the kits collection sale, 30% off till the end of October, as well as the starter kit deal, $206 worth of Stampin' Up! Product for just $135. It is like the best deal ever. So both of those are still live till the end of the month. And I'll be talking more about those in the days to come as it gets to the halfway mark through this promotion already. Okay, thank you all for your Thanksgiving wishes. So Paula just did the conversion for me. Your 0 is about 32, so you are much chillier. It is cool here today. It's like for real. It's 4 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it's going to be a cool one tonight. I'm sure it'll dip below 0 for sure. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera down. Or actually, first I'm going to show you the sketches we're playing with. So this is sketch number 13. So this is the first one we'll be using with Light the Year. And then we're going to use sketch number 14. And we are going to be using Shepherd's Care. Yes, it's very cold here. Well, not really. It's going to get much colder. In fact, I'll come back to tell you guys this. In fact, it's not uncommon for it to reach minus 45 here in Saskatchewan in the winter. So that is cold. I'm not so sure I'm prepared for that, but here it is. We're here to tell. Okay, now, anyway, enough about the cold. It's not here yet. We'll deal with that as it comes. Let's go back to stamping. So there again, let's see sketch number 13. And then, yes, Jennifer, sketch number 14 has a great big kidney bean. So we're going to have some fun tonight making these fun cards. Okay, let me go back down to my desk here. All right. I bumped my stand and everything went flying today, so I'm hoping the camera's in line and everything is lined up. Okay, so we are going to be playing, first of all, with Light the Year. How many of you have this bundle or have been eyeing it up because it is so beautiful? Love it. We're going to use for this one, told you it's a little bit of a different color combination. Let me just get all my goods. Oops, we need that. We definitely need this tonight. Okay, so we've got Blackberry Bliss, Gray Granite, Basic Gray, and White. So we're going to make a really fun Michelle, I would absolutely love it if you mailed me some kidney beans as a joke. That would be so fun. Okay, we're starting with Blackberry Bliss. We're going to do a side tent fold card. I don't know what you actually want to call that one. Okay, Kathy, I'm so glad you love this bundle. I do as well. All right, so we're folded our card on the fold, and we've got the hinge here on the left. So then what we're going to do is take our gray granite piece, and then we're going to use, oh, what the heck did I do here? Oh yeah, okay, we're going to use this beautiful ribbon. I thought I cut it way too short. It was very deceiving. So we're using this beautiful Blackberry Bliss and gold textured ribbon. It is so, so pretty. We're going to use that. And I need to grab a little bit of tear tape. Okay. So we're going to put this across our gray granite. And I don't want it too far up, probably about there. Okay, we're going to flip it over and we're just going to secure those ends in place with our tear tape. Hi, Gail. So glad you were able to catch us live. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Okay, so there we've got our ribbon right across the front of our gray granite. Then what we're going to do is take that off to the side. We're just making a pile over here on the side. So I've got a piece now of, oh no, not that yet. Sorry, we've got remember there was 3 rectangles on the front of this card? You guys, I'm not gonna lie, this sketch was like super, super challenging for me, and I don't even know why. But it was. So we're gonna see those 3 rectangles in the center? This is what we're using. Okay, so there's our 3 rectangles. We're gonna grab Blackberry Bliss, and we're gonna use the sentiment, all is bright. Hi, Robin and Ina, welcome. We're gonna stamp all is bright on one of these white pieces. Okay, I'm just closing these up each time because with the way my day is going in my craft room, I'll probably put my hand right in that. So we're gonna avoid that. All right, now I'm gonna grab my basic gray. Remember, all of the measurements for all of these pieces are in the tutorial. So if you want those, you can grab them in one of those 3 ways. All the links are in the comments, or in the description, sorry, not the comments. Okay, so I'm putting dimensionals on the back of all 3 of these rectangles. 3 is probably a lot. We probably only needed 2, but you know me and my bumpets, we like to put lots on. Okay, so let me see what we've got here. All right, so we're going to take one blank one and we're going to line it up over here on the end. Okay, and then we're going to grab, looks like a jelly bean. Could be a jelly bean too, you're right, Tina. Okay, then we're going to take our one with our sentiment on it and we're going to stick that over here on the other end. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to make it even. And then our third and final one is going to go in the center. Okay, and this one, we're just going to kind of squeeze in between and space it out that way. Okay, there are our rectangles. And then we're going to take them and we're going to attach them to our card front. Oh, wait, hold on. We forgot one thing. I'm going to take another piece of ribbon and I'm going to loop it around here. And I'm just going to tie it in like a faux bow. So just kind of like that. And then we're going to leave it. We'll make it look pretty later, but that's just there so that we can place this on top. And I wanted it layered a little bit over the ribbon. Okay, change of plans, you guys. This is not what I did. I thought I could do it that way, but it's going to just be more difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the bow for now. And we're just going to layer our cardstock on top of that first part of the ribbon. Okay, so it's just going to go like that. Then what we're going to do is just tie a faux, tie a knot, I guess is what you want to call it. And tie a knot with this ribbon. Now, I will say this ribbon is beautiful, but it does fray easily on the ends. So don't be alarmed if yours is fraying, because mine is too. All right, then we're going to grab a glue dot. This is how I did it the first time. I should have just stuck to I thought we could do it first, but. So we're going to just stick this on here like that. And now we're going to leave it. It'll look pretty when we're done. Don't worry. Okay, so this is now going to go on the front of our card. We can peel these off too for extra adhesive. And let's make sure it's opening correctly. Perfect. How many times have I done that recently? Where I've glued the card when I'm making my samples and I've glued it so that it opens the wrong way. Goodness. Okay, so now here's our card. Here is the sketch. So you can see that little banner. I didn't put the banner on. Instead, I kind of used the bow as that focal point for your eye. So it's a little bit lower and it's not a flag, but it's a sketch, right? It's just meant for inspiration. So there we are. Our card is done. I'm just kidding. We're now going to add some flair and personality and make this super fun. So I've gone ahead and cut out all of these shapes from the Light the Year bundle. We've got the lantern. We've got 3 of these branches. We've got a bow, and you should have 2 pine cones. Okay, so first things first. Let's grab our basic gray ink pad. Okay, and we're going to take the large lantern. Okay, I'm just going to move a few of these out of the way. Now, if you're the kind of, you want to recreate this card and you're the kind of person who likes to stamp and then die cut, totally do that. I just, for the sake of the video, I like to do it this way because it's just simpler. So hopefully I'm going to line them all up well because I didn't cut out extras. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. Nice to see you. Okay, there is our lantern. Oh, that didn't come out very well, did it? Let's see. So here's my trick. When that happens, ooh, I'm going to try and do it again. But the key is don't re-ink, because if you re-ink, then there's more chance for it to go wrong. Okay, well, that didn't come out totally bad. So we're going to leave that as is. That, I don't think I had enough ink on that section. Okay, we're going to now switch over to Blackberry Bliss. And we're going to stamp the bow. Okay. Now, I mentioned that I knocked my whole setup over earlier today, and now I feel like the camera is directly over top of my stamping platform here. Okay, we've got a bow in Blackberry Bliss. And then close that up. And then we'll do, it doesn't matter which one we do next. Let's do the pine cones. So there's double stamping for the pine cones and the branches. So you can see here, there's like a solid and then more of a highlight for both. So we're going to do those. So I'm going to start with the more solid one. And I'm using pecan pie. I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to ink this up. And then I'm going to stamp it off. And then we're going to stamp it onto our die cut. Same thing over here. Okay. Then we'll switch to our, we're going to switch to the highlight one. Okay, and then we're gonna highlight these branches, or these pine cones. Look how awesome that is, you guys. Does that not like just bring it totally to life? Love it. Okay. That now I want to show you over here, just because you can highlight it solid image too, and it does still highlight it, but I like the look of this because it's just more of a pop. So you can do it either way. Our pine cones. Now we're going to switch to here. Oh, Michelle, I think you're going to love this bundle. It's so pretty. Okay, so we'll put the pecan pie away. And then we're going to grab Old Olive, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So with each of these branches, I'm going to ink up the solid, or the more solid image, stamp it off, and stamp it onto the die cut. Okay, we're going to do 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we'll switch to the more of the highlight one. And we're going to do the same thing we did with the pine cone. Now this one, oh my gosh, okay, I have to move this down a little bit because I can't see. This one's a little more, not tricky, but it's easy if you line up. See, I lined up the base of the stem, and then it kind of lines up where the highlights on those branches should be, or those leaves. Aren't these pretty? What do you guys think so far? I love stamps that give it this much dimension. So let me just show you over here too, if you wanted to do it full strength. There you go. Okay, so both options are possible. It just depends on what look you're going for. Okay, now, thank you, Kathy. Okay, I'm gonna grab my lantern, and then I've got Lemon Lolly, the light blend. And I'm just gonna color in the window. So like there's like a light glowing through our lantern here. Now I will show you, we're not using it, but I will show you on the stamp set, there is a candle. So you could stamp the candle right in the center of the lantern. It looks beautiful, but it didn't really go with what I was trying to do tonight. So now that we have all of these images, let's just get these inky ones out of the way. I'm gonna pull back in our sketch card and a whole lot of dimensionals, because you guys know me, the more bump hits, the better. So we're gonna start by grabbing the lantern, and I'm just gonna put 3 bump hits down the center. All of these stamps are super intricate. They are beautiful. So we're gonna stick this one down here, down the center. Now that's gonna bug me, but we're gonna try and look past it. Maybe we'll switch it up. No, we can't really switch it up. Okay, then on the back of all of these, what would you guys call these? Leaves? Sprigs? Like, I'm not sure what to call them, but we're gonna take these and put a dimensional, a bump it behind each one. And then for one of them, we're gonna just tuck it on behind here and kind of have it overlapping onto this third rectangle. And then for this one over here, we're gonna stick one so it's kind of coming up like this. And then the second one is going to be more kind of like under here like that. Okay, so all of these are on bump hits. And then we're gonna grab our 2 pine cones. And we're gonna stick those on. The one's gonna go over here. And then the other one is gonna go on top of the lantern, kind of like that. All right, what do you guys think so far? All right, so we're not done with the front, but while we've got our inks and stamps out, let's go to the inside of our card. And so we can't have it left blank or naked, right? We need to do something fun inside. So let's grab our lantern again. And we're just gonna kind of stamp a partial lantern down here. And what do we want to put for a sentiment? Sending love and light this time of year, wishing you peace, joy, and light. I like that. Let's put that one in. That looks like what I've done in my sample too. All stained blackberry bliss already. And I don't have a block, so we're just going to cheat and do that. Okay, so grab that Blackberry Bliss again. So glad you guys are liking this card so far. Wait till we put the finishing touches on the front. Okay, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment in the center here. Okay. I think our lantern still needs to be colored, even though it's on the inside. That lantern is still, the light is still glowing. Okay, let's put that on the inside. And then we're going to make the front look even prettier. So opens this way, put our insert in. Back to the front. Okay, first things first, let's trim those crazy ends of that ribbon because it's really gone way too long here. So we're going to trim that. Okay, so much prettier already. Then I've got the Regals. What are these called? Regal foiled adhesive back dots. I love these because the colors are very different than what we're used to. It's a great combination of colors. So it's got some shaded spruce, some, I think that's Petunia Pop. I'm not really sure. Petunia Pop, Misty Moonlight, and Blackberry Bliss. So we're going to take some of these and stick them on our card. Like that. Okay, it's coming together. And then, you guys been waiting for it, we're going to put a little bit of Wink of Stella. So let me just test that my pen is good to go. What we're going to do is just start at the bottom of the lantern and then kind of spring our way up. So it's just like the light is coming from the bottom. If we can get it in there too. And just shooting up. So rather than do the whole thing, I think it looks really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that sparkle? When I'll put it on, I'll change camera views and then you'll probably be able to see it better. Okay, so we've got the Wink of Stella there. Now I think we need, oh gosh, look what happened there. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit in here too. Because why not? Why not add sparkle to the inside as well? Okay, I don't want that to get everywhere. So I'm just adding a little bit more. Like that. Okay, there we have card number 13 for our sketch series. So if you're just joining or you were late joining, this is the sketch we played along with today. I twisted it and made it into a landscape card, and I turned that the little banner across the front there into the little faux knot on the front of our card. So remembering that, oh, the bow! I knew something was missing, you guys. Thank you, Kathy. So we're not done the card. I was thinking it doesn't look the same as mine. I forgot about the little bow. Oh my gosh. Good thing you're paying attention, Kathy. Okay, we're going to put a bump it on the back of our beautiful Blackberry Bliss bow, and that is going to go up there. And now our card is complete, right? Doesn't that look so much better? Okay, let me pop the screen to the different camera, and let me see if I can show you how much sparkle. Can you guys see the sparkle in this card? Hi, Judy from Ontario. Welcome. So my sample one shows it a wee bit better because my stamping was better on the lantern. But can you guys see how beautiful this card is? So there's that sketch turned on its side, changed up a little bit to make something very, very pretty. Okay, back to my desk. Thanks, Michelle. So there is card number 13. And that was using the Light the Year bundle. So now we're going to change, and we're going to, first of all, I'm going to clean this up a wee bit because with my luck, I will have all of these colors on our next card. So let me just put these off to the side. And I'm going to use my little cloth here and try and wipe some of this Wink of Stella just to make sure. Mind you, you know what? If our card sparkles, that's okay, right? All right. Clean some of this up, and then we're going to switch gears and we're going to turn to sketch number 14, which I did show you guys already. Here is number 14, the sketch we're going to play with this great big kidney shaped image, the rectangle in the center, some thread, and it's got a tag shape. The circle in the back is just a design element in the catalog, but when I transferred the image over, of course, it came with it. So we're going to play with that, and we are going to use the Shepherd's Care stamp set for this one. All right, let me switch over everything here. We don't need these on this card. Okay. For this one, our colors are going to be Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, and white. Okay, so we're going to make like a really clean and simple, beautiful card. As you can see, oh no, you saw it already. Okay, well, anyway, we're going to go here. It's all good. So we have got, look at the sparkle, you guys. This ribbon's been around for a bit, but isn't that gorgeous? I love the sparkle in there. So we'll start with our thick basic white card base. Okay. And then I've taken a piece of basic white and I've ran it through the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. So we're going to take that one and we're going to put bumpets on the back. Okay. And we're going to stick this on. Now I'm going to do something a little different with this card. And rather than have everything centered on the card, I'm going to do something a little bit different, not very different, a little bit different. And kind of place this down in the bottom right corner more. So just like that. So there's a bit of like that white on white look. But with the dimensions, it makes it pop off. And then of course the embossing as well. Isn't that embossing folder fabulous? Okay, next thing we're gonna do is I've die cut out a Night of Navy label, tag, whatever you want to call it, from the Greetings of the Season dies, and I forgot to grab them to show you guys, but they're an online exclusive. And then I'm going to take Night of Navy ink and we're going to stamp this star. Okay, so the star is going to go kind of right here in the top left part of the tag. So it's going to be subtle. That's okay. That's what we're going for. Okay. All right. So that is that. Then I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon right here, and I'm going to pull that through a hole on the top like that. Okay, and I'm going to grab some natural tones linen thread in the Night of Navy. I love the color choices we have in that ribbon. So I'm just going to cut off a chunk of that. So I should show you the colors that I love so much. There's Night of Navy, Garden Green, and Copper Clay. So I'm going to just take a chunk of the Night of Navy and pop that around here, tie it in a little bow. Okay. There. Okay, I'm trying to make it pretty, but we'll just do that later. So there is our tag. So for now, that tag, well, actually, we're going to go back to what we normally do. I'm getting sidetracked here because I'm not used to doing 2 cards in one video. We're going to build our tag. Let's build our tag and then we'll assemble it onto the card. So in the sketch, there's the card and then there's the jelly bean or the kidney bean. Jelly bean, as Tina referred to it. Okay, hopefully I'm not frozen for everybody. Michelle, oh my goodness, I hope not. My internet has been quite intermittent the last few days. Okay, now I'm going to take, am I frozen for anybody else? Please let me know. I'm going to go ahead. On my end, it looks okay, so I'm going to continue, but if it's frozen, please put a comment. Okay, so we've got the shepherd here. I'm going to take this and ink it up with Misty Moonlight. And then we're going to stamp him right here. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Jennifer and Kathy. Okay, you guys, seriously, like, is that not the most beautiful stamped image? I love the shading, the depth, just from single stamping. Love it. Okay, so now with this one, okay, thank you guys so much for letting me know. Hopefully Michelle's unfreezes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fussy cut around this image because I want it to pop out. Remember, this is the kidney bean shape that is on the sketch. This is what we're going to use for tonight's kidney bean. And I love the way the Misty Moonlight just stamps and has all those different shades. It would work the same in any color, but the Misty Moonlight just really looks cool. Okay. Oops, I almost went too far on that cut. This is bugging me. Let's cut this piece off because it keeps hitting my hand. Right. So remember, we're doing 2 videos tonight. I will not be live for our series tomorrow night because we're doing that card right now. But I will be back Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time for sketch number 15. Tomorrow night, I am live at 7 p.m. Mountain Time exclusively for my Feathered Friends YouTube membership. So if you're one of them, don't forget to pop in live at 7 p.m. We're going to make a fun project tomorrow night exclusively for you guys with the download available shortly after, or for the tutorial for you guys. Okay, now almost done this image. Oh my gosh. Okay. That one piece of paper is fighting me. Okay, there we go. It is cut out. So now this, remember in the sketch, that kidney bean shape here was kind of off the side of the tag, right? So for this one, we're going to kind of take the image and we're going to stick it off to the side as well. So I'm going to put some bumpets. Right there. Okay, and then this is going to get popped up here, like we said. More like that. Okay, then on the sketch, there was that middle rectangle. I didn't use a press or anything on this. I just stamped it and put it down, and it stamped just beautiful like that all by itself. So Jennifer was asking if, because it's a large stamp, did you have to use a press or something? So no, I did not. It's just really fun. A beautiful way to stamp. All right, where was I? Where's my pieces? Here they are. Okay, so we're going to create the center rectangle. So I've got a piece of gold foil, and I'm going to try and use my, oh goodness, my desk is moving down. Okay, I'm going to try and use this, although my piece is really short, so it might not work. If you don't have the punch, remember, you can always just use your scissors. Debbie's asking how many bumpets I go through in a week. Debbie, you probably don't want to know the answer to that. A lot. I go through a lot of bumpets. They're my favorite. In fact, I was at a Stampin' Up event one time in Vancouver, I believe it was, and one of the Stampin' Up staff asked us a question. They said, what is one thing in your craft room that you will never run out of? Well, bumpets it was for me, because I add at least 1 pack to every single order I put in, because I never, ever, ever want to run out of them. They're my favorite. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the strip of Misty Moonlight. You guys have a product in your craft room that you would never run out of because you have so much of it? I know you do. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to grab our Night of Navy ink, and we're going to put Peace on Earth. Okay, and that is going to go here in the center. Like that. White paper. You know what, Jennifer? I'm beginning to be like that too, because I'm always afraid now I'm going to run out of white paper. So I keep adding that to my orders as well. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of adhesive across the back of the blue, and then we're going to center that onto our gold foil. Okay, so this is taking place for that rectangle we saw in the middle of the sketch. And that is going to go right here across our shepherd. So I'm going to take more bumpets, and I'm going to put them on this half of the... Oh, Carol, you're going to love it. It's so pretty, this stamp set. Okay, so we're going to just stick this right. I'm just going to move it down so it's not covering too much of that star. Okay, so there is the banner. Now, over here on the sketch, let me show you this. And I struggled with this one. There's a bow on that rectangle, and because of the bow we have at the top, I could not make it work down here too. So I improvised and I grabbed this little gold star from the Joyful Images ephemera. And I'm going to take and put one little mini bump it in the middle. And then we're going to use that in lieu of that bow they had, okay? So that's what I mean. A sketch is just open for interpretation. It's just an idea. It's a layout base. It's a place to start, right? So use your imagination and play around with it. So there is our tag. Of course, this is looking a little bit wild and unruly, this ribbon, but anyway. Okay, so there's our tag, right? You could stop here and have a beautiful tag that coordinates with that sketch. Or you can continue and can create a card. So we've already put our card base together. We've added this layer of Forever 3D, or Forever Plaid 3D embossed piece of white. And now what we're going to do is we're going to adhere that. I'm going to use liquid glue for the back of my tag. Okay, that is going to go on top of our, oops, I don't want my ribbon to get glued. On top of the embossed piece like that. Okay, now we're going to trim the ribbon. Okay, remember, it doesn't matter if it hangs over the top. Ribbon is bendable, so it can go in the envelope. And we're just going to trim both of these ends. Okay. Super pretty ribbon. I love how that gold kind of complements the gold down here too. And we're just going to trim the ends of this a little bit. I'm good with it like being long and hanging down. It gives lots of texture to our card. Okay, now for a little bit of sparkle on here, you could turn it into a tree ornament, Paula. What a wonderful idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm just going to like scratch it, and you'll watch all the little sparkle, not all of them, but some of the little sparkles will fall onto the card. Can you guys see those? Or am I just, when I move my hands, you can probably see it, right? Okay, so this happened by accident, but it looks so pretty. I'm now doing it not on accident. Okay, so now we have these tiny little sparkles. You see that just from the ribbon. They're up here too, and they're set up. No, they're not glued on, and they could possibly all come off, but by the time you put this in the mail, they're still going to be on there because the static is what's keeping them. But oh my gosh, you guys, what do you think of this card? Now the inside, we do need to add something, right? Leave me your comments on tonight's cards. Let me know what you think. But for the inside of this card, I want to put just a sentiment. I love the elegance and it's kind of simple, right? We're going to stamp this beautiful sentiment inside. So praying that you will feel the Good Shepherd's care in this season and throughout the coming year. Just in Night of Navy right there in the center. And then we'll adhere that in place. Now, because it's a white card, okay, you could just stamp it in here. Now, the reason I didn't do that is because if I had messed up my stamping, then I would have had a mess. So I like to just kind of put the extra white one in there. Plus, it does add a little bit more to the card because it's got that little layer, gives it a little bit more sturdiness. And yes, monochromatic too, Gail. And that's not usually my thing, but I loved the way the blue, just with that hint of gold, looked in this card. Okay, so let me close up my ink pad so we don't get ink on everything else. I have got quite a mess. Here is my original card. See how the sparkles are still staying on them. So it's just a little extra thing that was extra ribbon we had anyway. All right, so there is tonight's second card, and then the first card we made is where? Oh, here it is. There we go. So there is card number 13 and 14. What do you guys think? Let me know which one's your favorite. I love to know which ones radiate with different people. It's always kind of fun to see that. So while you're doing that, let me grab, because I see a few of you who are new here. And so you may have missed part of this series. So let me show you what you've missed and you can go back and catch the replay. So there are tonight's 2 cards. The other, on what night was it? Friday night, we made these 2 cards. So we made the beautiful birds. And then, oh, that's not the right one. We made this cute little kid card right here, this Dear Santa. How cute is that one? The shepherd tonight. Oh, a couple for both. I love it. Okay, and then I don't know what order these went in, but there's a lot of pool party happening. We've got some penguins and we've got some decorative trees. So let me just say to you guys that if you're here in Canada and you want to shop for any of these fabulous products I've shared with you tonight, here is my host code. So you can enter that in. It's good for the remainder of our series, so through till the 20th of October. So if you use that host code when you order, I'm going to make sure to send you a thank you card with a little treat inside. Okay, I'm going to continue showing these cards, but they're kind of falling about here. There is our reindeer days. We've got another snowman with 'Tis the Season. This is from the Joyful Images ephemera. We've got Caring Leaves, Peaceful Season. My gosh, we're using so many products out of this catalog, you guys. Like, I just love this. And then we've got Christmas Friends, Sweetest Star, Christmas Labels, and the cute little Snowy Wonder. So those are all of the cards that we have made so far. This is a huge stack. In fact, if I hold it this way, like, look at all of those cards. I don't think I'm going to have to make any more Christmas cards potentially. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight and stamping and spending some of your Sunday evening with me. For those of you in Canada, enjoy your extra day off tomorrow. And again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. There will be no series video tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's video is at 7 p.m. for my feathered friends. So I hope that you guys will join me live if you're able to, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. It'll be here on YouTube. It'll be only viewable to my members. So be sure to check in then. And for the series, I will be back on Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. as usual. So I hope to see you guys all really soon. I hope you have a fabulous remainder of your evening. And I will see you guys back really soon. Cheers.